Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I am here tonight with my partner in crime.
Yo.
The one, the only, the man in black, the man they call Derek. I am Conrad Cushman, always representing Everything Pro Wrestling. We are here with an AEW Dynamite review tonight. August 7th, 2024. Lots to get into tonight. The show had kind of a lull feeling to it, but we did get some bangers previous weeks, but I also think the travel issues, many other things got in the way. Tony Khan mentioned that there were some travel issues due to a storm, so understandable. Maybe you couldn't get everyone you wanted. You had to call in favors.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. A bunch of things can happen with that. But there's a lot of other news and things that we need to get into. So I thank all of you for being here. We're going to hit that intro. You're going to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Find a reason to share this with someone. Leave us a 5-star review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you listen to this. If you've done one place, go to another place and leave us another review because we need as much help as we can get. We are in the process of growing. We're on our way to 3K. Help a brother out. Let us get there. With that being said, let's go.
Everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
Welcome, everyone. Sorry, apologies for my my farmer's tan, as they call it. I hope that's not offensive,
Bro.
That's what happens when you live in the Northeast during the summer. I just noticed mine was like really like pale right up top there, just enough so that you can see it. But it's what it is. All right, it's what it is.
Northeast in the summer, you come out here and bake.
That's right. Yo, shout out to Fight 2 Live. I see you in the chat, man. Appreciate you. I know you're new joining in here, but let's get to the shout outs from the community. Sir Quill says, what's up, Conrad, Derek, and chat? Your boy Sir Quills is back to enjoy two of my favorite bros, brother Conrad, brother Derek, for yet another episode of AEW Dynamite. Let's get into it. Hashtag EPW, hashtag
Trash Duke.
What up, Quills?
What up, Quills?
Clown says, evening, everyone.
What up?
Clown, what's good, man? Appreciate you. Matt Lopez in the house. He says, good evening. Hope you all had a good Wednesday. Hope you had a good Wednesday. You had a good Wednesday, Derek?
Yeah.
What were you working on today? No baseball or anything today, right? You got like 2 weeks off or something for once?
Yeah, something like that. That's gonna come and go pretty quick.
To a screeching halt. We were just telling funny stories. So this room that I'm in, right above me, if you guys ever see like, what is that like fuzz a little bit above? It's probably my lights and the green screen just wasn't pulled up high enough for whatever reason. And me and Derek were just sharing funny stories about light bulbs. All my light bulbs broke inside, so we had to get creative and get them out. And then I had to go run to the hardware store, probably like 2 minutes before Dynamite started to get it. And Derek was just sharing a funny light bulb story with him. Good times.
Man, that was the worst light bulb story ever. Like, bro, that was like the worst moment ever, dude.
Derek blames the flies for it.
Man, listen.
You want to tell him?
2 flies came in the house. I'm sitting here. I'm like, damn, I got to get these out because this is in the cusp of summer right now. So we all know 2 flies in the house in the cusp of summer, bad business.
Very bad.
So I'm looking. I'm like, all right, cool. I got the towel, getting ready to like swat at them because they're in the kitchen. And my dumb ass forgot about the light that's above the sink. So I went to go, whop. All you hear, smoke everywhere. The glass shattered.
GCW.
Man, honestly, it felt like ECW. I was like, oh, man, yo, it was horrible. It was horrible.
It happens. BJ's in the house. He said, not gonna lie, felt like this show was weak. I get all the reasoning though, travel issues, and I struggle with this episode. It's all good, Beach.
Yeah.
Matt Lopez says, I believe Bryan is winning the world championship. I don't know, man. I don't know if I buy it just yet. He may want to hang him up. I can't tell. Bryan's so good at lying and playing around with this stuff. I don't know. BJ said, I hope you guys had a good week so far. I'm excited to hear your thoughts. Deanna says, hey, everyone. Hey, Deanna. Casino Gauntlet at All In might be a good place for a debut or two. Absolutely. Deanna says, BJ, I'm glad I'm not alone in thinking the show was a bit off. Not in just travel. You got talent there. Give us a good match. I thought they did give us some good matches. I thought they did. Chad Schrader says, what up? What's good, Chad? Appreciate you. Jesus DeLeon. He says, sup, Conrad and Derek. AEW might be cooked.
Nah, stop it.
Don't. No, Jesus just being down. Jesus be the first one as soon as something good happens, messaging me again. You'll be all right, Jesus. Keep that chin up. He said Jeff and Bryan was a banger. It was fun. I had fun with that match, actually.
Yeah, that was a good match.
Deanna said use a potato to get it out. My friend.
Vice grippers.
The pliers. The pliers, the vice grips, whatever you want to call them. They come in handy. Been a minute, but how we feeling about House of Black as babyface, Derek? They are good guys now.
I accept it. As long as somebody catches that nice little devil's necktie.
Nobody getting choked, bro. Christian got a bad neck. Can't do this stuff to people.
Listen.
Nick Wayne needs to continue to have a good neck. And Luchasaurus, he's a dinosaur. Those are fossils, bro. You can't be doing that either.
Someone's got to sacrifice.
Hub, shout out to Hub W Weekly in the chat. That's my partner, Sean Hubbard, on Clash of the Podcast, which is live every single Monday at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. He said, peace and blessings, brother Conrad, my guy Derek. What up, chat? Hubs is here, and where else would I be but the best AEW review in the game? Salute.
My guy Hubs.
Appreciate you, Hubs. Appreciate you. XG Dub says, Ayo, what's good?
Yo.
Next time cut a potato in half. I know you could use it. Yes. These were like deep. So I felt comfortable with just turning the power off and then just using the pliers. Honestly, once I got the pliers on and I went around, once I could just undo it with my hand too. Yeah. Let me see here. Conrad and Derek, do we need to get rid of the trios titles or the tag titles? Because the tag titles is trash and the Lucha Bros are gone, which make it even worse. We'll get to that at the end of the show. I think we'll fly through this episode pretty quickly tonight.
Yeah.
There's not too much. Yo, shout out to Delayed Grats, bro. I met Delayed Grats in the Grap City chat. As far as like black wrestling podcasts, there ain't a lot of them. You got Hubs, me. I know there's other ones all across the YouTube landscape, but it's good that we can all stay united. And I always say promote another wrestling podcast if you can. I know it's like not at my expense, but usually I'm never going to hate on someone that's like, oh, I'm a wrestling podcast. I don't collab as much as I used to just because, you know, once I had the kid and everything else changed all of that. Right. So, but always got to show love to Delayed Grats, man. Some of y'all crazy. The FTR OJ versus Roosh, Mortos, and Roddy match was excellent. Oh, yeah. Well, Derek here is a hater of trios matches, period.
Sloppy.
He just thinks they get out of control, but I enjoy a good trios match. Deanna said, I enjoyed OC with FTR. Don't worry, Delayed Grats. You stick around long enough, you'll catch him slipping on he don't like trios matches. Then he'll be like, that one was cool. But I still don't like them. Hating. By the way, Nightbot has been updated. Shout out to Ori the Draw, who let me know that we weren't getting some of these to pop up. So here it is now. So appreciate you. So those are going to be popping up on Twitch now as well. Jesus says, since y'all don't do Collision Review, how are we feeling about Hologram? I enjoy Hologram. I
don't think I've ever watched him wrestle yet.
Yeah, see, you messing up the Saturday viewership. That's the problem. That's how fans feeling now. That's no, I like Hologram a lot. He's a great wrestler. I would love to see what happens after this the residency's done in Texas. Let's see what he can do. I mean, listen, the dude's amazing, period. Like Hologram's putting on some real bangers. I'm having fun with it. BJ has reclaimed his championship. I like it, Beej. I like it. I put some new timers on some of the stuff too. Let's get into this show. Pulling up my notes here. Like I said, I'm gonna try not to be too heavy into the notes. And then we'll get into the new stuff after the fact. We got MJF versus Kyle Fletcher here. MJF was going for kangaroo kicks. He was eating super kicks. I thought Kyle Fletcher has really performed well in this.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? Kyle Fletcher is a wrestler who needs to get more credit for the things that he does.
I think he's done a great job as a singles wrestler.
Yes.
I mean, is he winning all the time? No. But I think he's doing a great job. I think the bad thing was that he was the Ring of Honor television champion, but when we see him on AEW TV, he's losing.
Yeah.
I want them to try to protect Ring of Honor a little bit more. I don't know if the chat feels the same way about that, but that's how I feel. Basically, Don Callis runs out. He tries to use a screwdriver. Kyle refuses. I've been saying this for months. There's going to be a rift between these two, and it's going to happen soon. MJF hits a low blow, and I saw people online like complaining, like, why is MJF hitting low blows? Why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? He's a heel. Like, he doesn't care how he wins. He just wants to win. He doesn't care how you feel about how he won. He's like, yep, he was done. He ain't trying to go on any more 60-minute marathons either.
Not one.
So low blow. What was that? He did the kangaroo kick into the corner, then the brain buster. I kind of like the brain buster as his finisher. I don't know if people were uncomfortable with the heat seeker, and everybody probably doesn't want to tap out to the salt of the earth, the armbar. So
I think the salt of the earth is something that needs to be done on someone who you need to like.
In the heat seeker, you got to think hurts your tailbone. Yeah. I ain't gonna keep doing that move. So yeah, we can just do a flat back bump.
Yeah,
cool. Good for him though. So he picks up the win here. He hits him with the Dynamite Diamond Ring after the match. He says that he is going. He bloodies him up and starts beating on him. And he says, "Well, I'm gonna do what you couldn't do." Picks him up for the Tiger Driver. Out comes Will Ospreay. He slides in. Someone barricaded the door. Was it MJF or was it Don Callis?
Don
Phallus. We don't know, but they ended up doing that.
Yeah, it was a nice little gesture.
It's storytelling at its finest. Like, this is what I'm talking about. I don't ever want to see anyone who's in here on Twitter. I better see y'all correcting people when they say there's no storytelling in AEW. Stop lying.
It is. You just don't enjoy it,
right? So just not feeling it. BJ, don't make me laugh, bro, when I'm doing this. Deanna said, I forgot they have a Saturday show. Collision every Saturday. I like Collision a lot. It's really fun. Deanna, check out the Residency. It's really cool, and it's like a small, intimate environment. Like, it's really dope. I would love for them to film like Ring of Honor there all the time as like a location.
That would be dope.
I don't know if you want them in Texas all the time. Maybe they could do like quarterly residencies and say like, we're gonna be here for this amount of time.
Yeah, give me like, hey, it's your time here. Let's get in maybe 4 or 5 shows.
And for the love of Matt Lopez and people from New York City, can we please get a show in the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City, please? Matt says, I'm enjoying Hologram, excited to see more. Can't watch live. Seeing Steve Winwood and the Doobie Brothers, but had to stop in and say, hey, yo, shout out to E, man. Thank you, E. I appreciate that. Paul Turner took that belt shot. Yes. Thank you for bringing that up. Yo, MJF just nailed Paul Turner with the belt for no reason, bro.
None whatsoever.
Just, he's a heel. I think the good old Cyrus, the Virus, barricade Ospreay, and Don, because he's a snake. He probably did it. Dong Phallus. Cowboy hat. ROH final battle, Hammerstein for the love that is, for all the love that is holy. Yes, you deserve it, man. You've been asking for a minute. Yo, shout out to Delayed Grats, $10 super chat in the house. He said, did y'all see the new Big Pressure Trill remix? I just told Derek about this.
Yeah, he just told me
about to listen to it after. Yo, I love it, man. With Bun B and Westside Gun, really dope. Dropped today on YouTube. Swerve is being done right in AEW, but 0 black wrestlers in matches on SummerSlam. You know, I got called crazy, Delayed Grats, you know? So I ain't saying nothing else about it. WWE, do you? We'll see. Actually, I'll say do better, but yeah, I really enjoyed that Big Pressure video. I thought it's cool to see Swerve being put in the mainstream media, and I like the fact that he's not treated as a joke. He's not I know some people be like, well, Nana was dancing and that's what popped this all off. I get it, but no, but that's a fair criticism, I think, of what we're saying. But I like that Swerve is presented as a serious pro wrestler and a serious contender.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. I'm really enjoying what they're doing with that. So keep up the good work, Swerve. Quill says MJF and Kyle Fletcher was a good match till Don Callis came out when he wasn't needed. But I get the story, which meant MJF again took the easy way out with the low blow. MJF's always going to take the easy way out.
Right.
100%. 100%. After that, we get a Bryan Danielson hype video package for later tonight. I'm going to keep repeating this. People ask for video packages. You have them. What's the issue now? What's the issue now?
What is it? Spit it out.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Matt Lopez, Quills, you're funny, says Kyle Fletcher, future TNT champion.
I can see that.
I could too. I would like to see Aussie Open reunite as a tag team. We got to get this tag division back on track, and we're going to talk about that, like I said, more later at the end. But I almost said night 2. Match 2 on this card, we had the Glamour, Mariah May versus Viva Van. Oh my goodness, so many people. Oh, this match was nothing. I'm like, I'm sorry you don't know who Viva Van is. That's fine, but don't disrespect either. Viva Van went out there and did the darn thing. I'm not mad at it. Mariah May wins this match with a pile driver. And I'm not even going to get into everything that happened in the match. After the match is what was important to the Mariah May story, but Viva Van's awesome. If you see her on an independent card or on one of like the Triller TV cards for an independent show, check her out. She's really good. Going back into this though, so she's able to celebrate and she gets a gift. She got a portrait, Derek, of her and Tony Storm, and on the back it says, I don't know if I can say these words. I'm gonna say pie, but instead it rhymed with a D. Pie, Mariah Pie. Pootie tang. Sorry, but tippy toe. Now let me stop. So Tony Storm came out and she was on the attack. She tore that wig off and went for it. Derek, how are you feeling about this match?
I like this match, although it has the lack of.
Oh, don't say lack of what?
No. Like it's just lacking like the cerebral attack. I need like a cerebral attack.
I mean, that's what popped it off, though. You can't do another one.
No. Like I well, not like so much a cerebral attack. I need more of like a Tony's. I need Tony to do so like something devious, like keep the same character, but make it on the darker side.
I think she has been though. She's been wearing the disguises and trying to catch her.
No. But I need a promo to do it. Like I like the.
You gotta watch Collision.
I like
she cut a promo on Collision.
But is it dark?
Kind of. She's crying in it and stuff. Like she's upset about what has happened, and she basically says, I can't repeat those words that she said in the promo, but she said something very bad in the promo too, where I'm like, oh, okay, she's serious.
Okay. So then I would need more of like
you gotta watch those recap videos. If you see them on YouTube, they're doing them now.
Well, I need like that Joker kind of last laugh kind of.
Dude, situation. I think this match is gonna be bloody.
Like, no, this match is gonna be fire. This match right here, this match might be match of the night.
I might be most invested in this match.
That's what I'm saying. Like this might be the match.
What have we been saying for months? I want credit for this. I've been saying it before anyone even said this. The women's division AEW is the best division right now.
Yes.
No ifs, no ands, no buts.
None.
I used to tell people the Knockouts division was the best. I'm not going to say that really anymore. I think AEW's got the best women's division right now. And that's not to say that WWE's is bad either. It's WWE waits to use their division.
Yes.
And I think that TNA is being very kind, but I have fears with TNA moving forward. But I know I trust that Gail Kim's going to get some more people. and bring them in. But AEW is stacked.
Yeah.
Even Ring of Honor's women's division on fire, bro. They have 2 singles championships. I like that much better than having tag team championships.
Absolutely.
Don't have belts if they're going to be paperweights. No point in even having them.
No.
Pootie Tang versus Don Fallis. Mariah May versus Viva Van was practically a prolonged squash, but I understood this is more angle storyline to match the egg on Tony Storm to get to All In. Yes, absolutely. We can get rid of the ifs, ands, buts, and let's keep the butts, please. If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean.
Right.
We get a Jack Perry ad that was interrupted by Taco Bell. I wish I could hit the gong myself on this. So, yeah. What's wrong, Derek?
Actually, you know what? I was kind of invested in that a little bit.
See? Good. Well, come on.
Nah,
You gotta don't hate, man.
bro.
Don't hate. Then they finished the rest of the package, which was weird, and then they went to
Another taco commercial.
Yeah, no, they went to Darby Allin backstage cutting the promo. It probably was. Yo, first off, don't eat Taco Bell. Taco Bell is disgusting. And you know what? Since they had the promo tonight, I'll tell my Taco Bell story. Since Derek told his light bulb story, it's probably like, why did he bring that up? I'm gonna tell you my Taco Bell story. A long time ago, Brother Kush was in college. These were not good days for me. Just studying, working a full-time job, going to school full-time. I was hungry. So I'm in this cafeteria in this big school. This is probably not my associates, but in the middle of like getting my bachelor's. So I'm sitting down there and I'm like, yeah, man, I ordered some Taco Bell. I was like, I don't eat this too often. Like, I'll get some of this. I was in the mood for a taco and I ordered my food and I had class coming up. So I'm like, I'm going to do my work and then I'm going to get over there and go to class, eat, go to class. So I'm sitting there and this is the first day. This is like days where you get the syllabus and all that, bro. And I work with some of my teachers at my job. Not anyone that I actually had, but they know people and they know the building and stuff. So they get my story. So I'm sitting there and I'm going to history, American history, which we've all taken since 7th grade. Yep. Rant on books real quick. It's the same books we had in 7th grade. I don't understand why the prices go up on this. Hate student loan debt. Right. Mine's almost gone if everything goes according to plan. But if they got rid of this for everybody, I wouldn't cry. That's like me getting all upset about it, but it's stupid. So I'm sitting there. I get my Taco Bell. It's the wrong order. Well, as a young college student, F it. It costs about the same. I'm just going to eat this. I could see what it said was on it. Whatever. I eat the food and then I'm sitting in class right during the syllabus. It's not even a full day. Usually they're like, what was it? Hour and a half on Tuesdays, Thursdays. So like that, yeah. Instead, this is probably gonna be like a 30-40 minute class, depending on how many questions people ask. I'm sitting there, then all of a sudden I hear the that's my stomach, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna puke. So, and I'm in the biggest auditorium for all the students because I'm taking basic American history. And I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden my stomach is just dying. I'm starting to sweat. And this guy's like, if anyone gets up in the middle of class, I will take that as disrespect. And I'm like, dude, it's American history. No one cares. And I'm sitting there, just stomach is churning and churning and churning. I'm like, dude, I don't know if I got to go to the bathroom or if I'm about to puke or what. I feel super ill. And I was just like, yo, hurry up. He ends class on time and early, like books closed. I'm the first one out the door. I swear to you, I booked it. I didn't have time to ask about the book we had to buy, any of that. I was like, I'm out, bro. And I was a scammer anyway. Like I would wait to see if we needed the book before I even bought it, or I'd be like, yo, let me copy some pages for you. I'll pay you, bro.
Absolutely.
So I'm out. I go into the bathroom. Every urinal is used. Toilets are either overflowing or someone's at them. I'm like, dude, I gotta puke, bro. I cannot do this. I go outside. I run. So this is a big auditorium. So I run out the bathroom. Now I got to run outside. I lean over this this thing. There's people walking by. You can't throw up down there. So I'm like running, just trying to find a place just to throw up. I start running down I think no one sees me. I'm like, whatever, boom. And I just left it there. And I'm like, dude, I'm about to go home. It was my last class of the day. I'm walking to my car. I'm going home. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere from far away, someone goes, yo, you threw up like a champ. And I was like, yo. After that, I had like food poisoning for like a couple days where I didn't eat anything for a few days. And I love food. So that's the last thing I'm trying to do.
Man, listen.
Yeah. Yes. Going back to this, BJ said this was the best Jack Perry so far at AEW. I'll agree. It reminded me like some old WCW stuff.
Yeah.
It was the Taco Bell that made it. Yeah, Taco Bell has never been eaten since that day, and I will not eat it. I will not tolerate it. I will slander Taco Bell when I hear that gong and all that stuff come. Make your own tacos at home. Nope, never again. Taco Bell became babyface tonight. SoCal over here, if it didn't end in Berto or start with a Poncho Kid rocks. Up from the guts came the bubbling crude. Yes, it's American history. No one is telling the truth. I got an A in that class for the record, too.
That's facts, though.
The sink in the bathroom, that's where the paper towels were. They were filled up in there. Like, they had stuffed it. I was like, who's the idiot who did this? Like, there was water overflowing. So if you did that in there, it's going to get all over the floor. And I'm trying to be courteous, man. He said, ain't no way you sharing this story. E. coli had my boy done off the good old days. That was when I was a young man. Young man days.
Bro, I had a college story, too. Not as funny as yours, bro. Like, I was definitely dying, though.
What'd you eat from
bro.
community college cafeteria when we both went there?
Nah, bro.
No.
Nah. It was from there, but it wasn't that, bro. All right, so I'm at home doing homework. Had me some orange juice and vodka, right? So I'm just sipping. I had it all under control. Then all of a sudden,
were you 21?
Nah. Oh yeah, at that time, yeah.
Okay.
So at that time,
I was gonna turn them in, y'all.
The orange juice played me, bro.
What do you mean?
The orange juice played me. So I had way more vodka than orange juice in there, bro. So I took that. I was feeling fine. Cool. Fell asleep on the couch. Woke up, had to go to the bathroom, right? So I'm like, all right. We all know you gotta sit up slow, all right? So I went to go sit up. Tell me why the whole room started spinning, bro. I'm like, oh fuck. I can't. I had to outlook, and I had to pee so bad, bro. I really had to go. So I'm like, all right, I'll go in the morning. I'm going back to bed. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I woke up, went to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom for maybe like 5 minutes straight. I'm like, this is long. But I'm in the bathroom like, I am fucking sweating. So I'm like, all right, I'm good. All right, I'm good. Get on the train, had the hoodie on, tied it up. I'm sitting in the atrium like this. God, I can't.
Wait, when we went to college?
Yeah.
Oh, this is bad, bro.
Dude, not to mention after that, I had to go to work. This is when I was working in dietary in the kitchen, bro. I had to go to work, Everybody was like, you all right? You can see the sweat pouring down my face. Everybody's like, you good? I'm like, leave me alone right now.
Yeah, that was back when people used to do that at their job. They'd be coming in messed up. You like, you good? Yeah.
I've never had a hangover like that in my life, dude.
BJ says, the heavy-handed screwdriver is orange yet to see through at the same time.
Bro, I do not drink orange juice ever. Like, I promise you, orange juice right now tastes like vodka, and I'm never going to drink it again.
He lying.
I'm dead serious, bro.
He lying. He'll be back. What is going on? Okay, so something's happening backstage. We're getting some breaking news from Jesus. John G, the king of R&B, in the chat. What's good, John?
John G.
Looks like there was an incident involving Jeff Jarrett and others, it looks like here. Jeff Jarrett, Hangman Page, Mariah May, and Tony Storm. What in the foolishness is going on? Clown says save them sick days until you feel good. Wyland. So Hangman started beating the crap out of Jeff Jarrett. Oh, poor Sanjay. Yo, not Jay Lethal. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Go ahead, Jay Lethal. Put a beat down on Hanger. They're going back and forth at it. Security's pulling them apart. And there's Mariah May and Tony Storm.
Yo, real random, bro.
Well, I won't describe Tony Storm's attire right here, but they're beefing too. I like it. Randomness backstage. Make this feel like the most dangerous place in all of pro wrestling.
Right.
Do it. Let's go through this. Brian Keith versus Shibata was up next on our list here. Chris Jericho's on commentary. We don't care. Going through this matchup, the Learning Tree comes out to watch. Brian Keith ends up getting submitted by Shibata. I did like that he did the they call it the bitch maker, where he slapped him and then he put on the iron claw.
Yo, listen, anytime that, you know what, man, continue.
Yeah, don't make me have to censor anything. He ends up getting a submission hold in, and Shibata gets the win. Afterwards, the Learning Tree come out to attack, but then Hook makes the save
with the eye patch. If no one saw it,
I couldn't tell. Well, he had the hat real low over his eye too.
He does have a black eye patch, black bandage, I'll say, because it didn't look like eye patch.
Because Chris Jericho's a wizard, and he threw a fireball at him. I think that's going to be the match for All In, or maybe we'll get a trios match. That might be. Well, no. You got to get Joe on the card. You got to get Shibata.
No.
Well, they might be needed for another match that we'll talk about here momentarily.
Because I don't want to see a trios match.
We're
already going to have one.
Hating.
No.
Yes, Tony Mariah is going to be awesome. We're doing good, John. We're doing good. TK fearing for his life again. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Should have never aired that footage. Made it look way worse. Hangman got to look relevant. No comment. Can they actually compete with the NXT parking lot? Nah. NXT parking lot's forever undefeated. Bad stuff always happened to someone there.
Forever unclean.
Who took out Hideo Itami? Orange Cassidy announces he's got some friends he's going to team with. More on that after. Hangman Page interviews with Renee Paquette. He is obsessed with Swerve. He can't get Swerve out of his head. He is on a mission to destroy him. And then we had Swerve Strickland sitting down with JR. JR, he looked older here. This is like the first time where I was like, man, that's JR, man.
Yeah.
And he just looked a little skinnier. Maybe it lost some weight. Maybe that was part of the plan. I hope JR's doing well, though. Yeah. Like, I seriously mean that. Like, it's never fun to watch just people who you grew up with, like, seeing them get older and stuff. I'm like, man, I hope JR's all right. But he didn't miss a beat. He really wasn't doing anything bad. He still got it.
Yeah.
He brought up some good points to Swerve. He was like, he doesn't care about my family, so why should I care about his? And he was like, you shouldn't. And I was like, good on JR.
Yeah.
He was letting them know. So good sit down interview. I thought it accomplished what it needed to, like they used to.
JR will always give a great interview, and at times it could be funny too. It could definitely be funny. It could definitely be serious. So anytime JR does an interview, I will sit and watch.
Remember that one with Kenny Omega? Oh. I'm like, JR, why didn't you call for help? JR just like, Kenny get destroyed. I think it's by, what was it, Don Callis and his people? I was like, hey, yo, JR, say something. He just skedaddled.
Right.
Yo, Quill says the Learning Tree is trash dookie, but this is a good match between Shibata and Brian Keith. The aftermatch beatdown brought down Hook, and welcome back, Hook. Clown said JR didn't look good. BJ says his voice was a bit rough too. I hope he's doing as well as he can. Yeah, he's been through a lot lately. Supersized head, skinny body.
Yeah,
that's what happens if I lose weight too, though, bro. So I can't say nothing. Hope JR is doing well. Me too, man. Me too.
I just think he's tired, bro.
Yeah, well,
it may be time for him to just hang it up.
Yeah, well, you know, JR's gonna, but
he's got nobody at home.
Right.
So he's got to stay active.
Yeah, he's one of the legends of pro wrestling, for ringing out. I don't care what anybody says. They could call whoever they want the greatest, but
JR's JR.
Yeah, JR is the man. Orange Cassidy FTR versus Roosh, Roderick Strong, and the Beast Mortos. Listen, I don't write down trios match stuff because it's all over the place. Things are happening, but I enjoyed it. This is a fun trios match. Everything that Derek hates about them. FTR gets the win here by pinning Roosh. Hit the big rig.
Right, which I wasn't too sure if I was okay with that.
Were FTR in tights tonight or the Long Boys? They were in tights, right?
They were in tights, yeah.
They've been wearing the Long Boys on Collision. That's why I said that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, they were in tights. Although I will say, Cash Wheeler looked like he put on a little bit of weight.
Hey, go ahead.
Nothing wrong with it.
He might be bulking up.
Bulking up, yeah. I'm good with it. It was just noticeable to me.
Yo, Matt says, shout out to Dax. He did come out with the Bret Hart sunglasses on. They put sunglasses on like orange. They had the jean jackets. They were in North Carolina.
Come on and raise your...
That was a song I used for us. Take your shirt off, twist it around your head, spin it like a helicopter. Shout out to Petey Pablo. Yo, I is an underrated track too that he put out. Deserves more respect.
I've been finding a lot of underrated songs lately.
It's good times, right? Some of them bring back memories. It was also announced during this broadcast that there's going to be a casino battle royal at All In for a guaranteed world championship match.
Battle Royale.
Now, for weeks, I've been mentioning to people that some people may show up, some people may not. Michael Aku from Rev Pro, I thought that I had his picture up here, but apparently I don't. Let me go over to X to see if I can find it. I think he's going to be showing up here. Derek, how do you feel about them adding to another match here?
I mean, if it's gonna pull its weight, yeah, I'm good with it.
Yeah, I wonder who they're gonna set up here though to get like a world title match instantly from this. And I think Matt Lopez had brought it up. This could be an opportunity for some interesting folks to come on in. Here, I'm gonna pull up this picture real quick of Michael Aku. For those who don't know who he is, I want to show you who he is, so that way you guys can say you've seen him. We know the dealie. Like, this is what's up. Here he is, and that's a mirror next to him. He is the Rev Pro champion over in the UK. This guy is amazing. If you are a fan of Will Ospreay and his style, I think you will like Michael Aku's style.
Okay,
go check him out for sure. Moving on from that. They get the win. After the match, the Acclaim came out. Them and FTR got into a little bit of a scuffle. I wonder if we're getting like a trios match maybe for the tag titles.
That's what it looks like. It's setting it.
Or not a trios, excuse me. 2 versus 2 versus 2. Tag team. Well, you got to get as many people on here as you can. FTR have a claim to the tag titles. They're on a win streak, but the Acclaim also said we beat you guys and we've earned a number 1 contendership. So the question is, and the Bucks haven't defended the belt, so
right.
I don't know who you go with here. Who should be the tag champs right now out of those 3 teams? I'm asking for an early pick right now.
Out of those 3,
and that doesn't mean they won't add to it.
That's tough, bro. That's very tough. I don't know.
You don't have a particular.
I don't have a particular stake in this one.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean,
when it's prediction time, though, you better have an answer.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to mull it over a little bit.
Michael Aku is challenging MJF for the American Championship this Sunday at Rev Pro Summer Sizzler. Thank you. Quill says Orange Cassidy and FTR was the trios we didn't know we needed until tonight. They got the W over the 3 randoms of Roderick Strong, Mortos, and Roosh. Don't forget, Mortos penned Mark Briscoe last week too, though. So be on the lookout. I think he earned a Ring of Honor title shot coming up. The Patriarchy announced that they're going to have trios number 1 contenders. By the way, if you don't watch Collision, this one's for Jesus. If you don't watch Collision, everyone's got a belt except for, can we just call him Luchasaurus?
I'm sticking with that.
It's Kill Switch, but Well, Christian renamed him.
Nah.
He's taking everything away from that he wants. He's like, nah, your name's Kill Switch from now on. I ain't calling you that, stupid Luchasaurus. Luchasaurus sitting there, he's the only one without a belt. Derek's like, why doesn't he have a belt? And I was like, oh, so I'll explain it to Derek on here. He said, Nick Wayne, you are my prodigal son now. Here's a belt for you. And then to the next most important member of this team, your mother for giving birth to you. And you saw like Luchasaurus was like, he was so mad. And I was like, oh, this story's so good. Christian is such a jerk. I love it. And Christian says that there's going to be a number one contendership for who faces them at All In. It's going to be the House of Black versus the Bang Bang Gang. Then he says the winner's going to get a title shot at All In, but Christian says they need discipline. And who better to issue discipline than a fatherly figure than him? He's going to be the special guest referee for this. So expect some bullshiggity, as I like to call it, going on.
Real shenanigans happening.
Yeah. And then we got a hologram video package to tell people why they need to go out and check out Collision. And I'm going to tell you guys right now why you should check out Collision. We got ourselves a Texas bull rope match, if you will. It's going to be Thunder Rosa versus Diana Purrazzo. We won't have no stingers there, no Lugas, baby. That's not for you, Steve. But they're going to have a Texas bull rope match on Collision. Every time I see Texas bull rope match, I have to do the Dusty. I just think of Randy Orton bull rope match. Mac a Dream. That's all I ever think about. Dusty Rhodes saying bull rope match to Randy Orton. Hilarious.
I think that was like the best delivery out of anything that was delivered. Like Randy Orton. Bull rope match.
Mama Wayne is tag champ over Judy Bagwell as tag champ. Christian, aka the CLB. Quills, we don't call him that anymore now. This has been a good feud. Yes, it has. Great that we saw Hologram get that video package. And like I said, Thunder Rosa, Diana Purrazzo's a good feud.
Yes,
the women's feuds are cooking. AEW, Collision, it don't matter where. They are cooking and they are giving them time. So I am with it. Camille with Mercedes takes on Carla Carter and Jasmine Howe. Pure domination. Yeah. Dominator was hit. Camille gets the win. Mercedes cuts a promo saying that Britt's not here tonight. She's still suspended. Tony Schiavone just got word from Christopher Daniels and Tony Khan that suspension has been overridden and live via satellite. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Britt Baker goes on to talk about how she's the one. There's a real suspension angle. Me and Sean talked about it on Clash already. By the way, a lot of those theories, the thing that we argued back and forth about was if MJF was in the locker room. Turns out, according to all of the other notes today, he was never in the locker room. All these conversations happened down the hallway in a different room, I guess. But yeah, that's why sometimes when we're speculating on these things, make sure you have all the info. I know we were doing it that day, just hypothetically speaking, but more info came out the days after it. So It's been 2 days and we found out a few more things. All that to say this, the match with Baker and Mercedes is happening. I'm sure Tony was like, I already paid money. I already put your face on stuff. No, we're not doing this. Here's your fine, suspension. Move on. Good. But Britt cut a pretty decent promo here. I thought it was fine. I'm interested in this match too, though.
Yeah, I think this would be good. Yeah, I just think it'll be good. Do I think it'll be the top-notch caliber match that it could be? Not necessarily. But I am invested in it.
I'm with it. I like Mercedes a lot, man.
She's great as a heel.
Way better. Way better.
Perfect. Like you can't ask for anything better out of her. You have to leave it though. It's like the MJF complex.
What do you mean?
Like MJF is a heel.
Oh yeah, and he
turning him face is impossible.
It just didn't work, right?
Yeah.
He's so much better. You got to let him just go all the way with it. Just let him do his thing.
It's either him being a full heel or him just being a douche towards everybody. No different, like no difference in his delivery, his approach to everybody. Just, hey, I'll tag with you. But if you get pinned, that's on you.
Right. We get more Collision highlights. Claudio won a triple threat. He ended up pinning Lee Moriarty, Ishii was in there as well, but Claudio won, and it seems like he's the rightful number one contender to Okada's Continental Championship. Okada versus Claudio, yes, please. Yes, please. This is a match I've wanted to see. I like it, and next week they're gonna go face to face. So this match might be happening at All In, which I'll take it.
I'll take it too.
I will not be upset. Matt says I'm excited for Britt versus Monet, but I don't think it'll be better than Tony versus Mariah. We'll see. Britt hasn't really had too many matches since either, so but it still should be fun. The TBS Championship means something. It's on Mercedes Moné, and I respect that Moné. She could have came in and said, I want to be in the women's world title mix, and instead she was like, nah, give me that TBS title.
Absolutely.
Let's make this something. Respect. Main event time. Bryan Danielson, Jeff Jarrett, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Anything goes. Ricky Steamboat was kept on commentary. He was in full swing, and he comes out, makes his entrance. Danielson's coming out, and Jeff Jarrett waffled with the guitar. Boom! It's my world. They start brawling on the concourse. They're hitting each other. Danielson picked up like a bottle. I couldn't tell if it was like one of those like aluminum beer bottles or what. He was just smacking him upside the head. Jarrett's dumping garbage all over the place, hitting him. He's suplexing him on the garbage cans. These guys are brawling. They make their way back into the arena. Danielson's kicking him. He goes to jump off the apron. Jarrett throws a chair at his knee. This is all crazy, everything that was happening here. Danielson eventually gets the running knee with the chair for the win. Jarrett's bleeding by his ear. The intern's like, what is going on? Why is someone bleeding? I couldn't tell you. So he was like, maybe it was the rope. And I was like, it wasn't the rope. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't that.
Honestly, I don't even know what even happened there for that to happen.
No, he must have just got something sharp, must have just cut him. Maybe the chair.
Oh, yeah.
You never know what it could be from that. But it was game over for that. And then out comes Swerve. Whose house? Swerve's house. Nana comes out dancing. Swerve cuts a world champion promo. He says, I see your knees are shaking. I see you're having a hard time breathing right now. He's like, if you struggle against Jeff Jarrett, you definitely aren't going to beat me. Woo! Woo!
Oh, gotta love the delivery.
You do. He basically just hits him with more smack talk, and Swerve says he needs a warm-up match now since you just got one with Jeff Jarrett. And he said, how about next week I take on Wheeler Yuta? And I done told you about this Captain Planet dude. He was all in his face. He wanted the smoke. He was like, yep. Go ahead. You talking about me?
Right.
Yeah. You want to litter? Like Captain Planet Yuta, calm down. He was ready to fight, bro. And I was like, this is going to be a good match. Wheeler Yuta is someone who I put him on the same level as Daniel Garcia. Watch this guy. I'm telling to me, this is going to be big praise. You have Eddie Guerrero and He Who We Shall Not Speak Of. That's the role that I put these guys in, those upper mid guys that are going to eventually be main eventers if you allow them to be. And they're really good.
Yeah, I cannot dispute that. That's spot on. That's who they resemble in this moment.
Yes. Well, Clown, his girl is a talent though. She's a backstage announcer. Matt Lopez says Jeff Jarrett went El Kabong. Jeff Jarrett Danielson was a good anything goes match, violence all over the place. Thoroughly enjoyable as always. Good to see Ricky Steamboat. BJ, I feel like commentary was pushing like he was a bigger heel than he is. Let Swerve be Swerve. I agree. They keep trying to go back to his past, though, and your past has actions to it.
Yes.
And I think that's the story that they're trying to portray more so. That's me talking. It makes you wonder if Hangman's going to come into play or if this is going to happen later. Got to keep your eyes peeled for that story. Captain Planet is about to be crushed worse than he was by Captain Pollution. Leave your scores for Dynamite in the comments or in the live chat below. Derek, what did you think of tonight's show?
It was decent. I go 6.5.
You're gonna give it a 6? I'll go 6. I'll go 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I can sit with that.
Yeah. I wish. I don't know. Something just felt off about it, but like I said, I'm giving them the pass too because of everything that's happened,
issues and weather and all that stuff.
Yeah, but I'm still excited for All In. I'm excited for Collision. We got the bull rope match coming up. We got Claudio and Okada next week, face to face. Got some good stuff. AEW 6 out of 10, EPW 10 out of 10. Jesus agrees 6 out of 10. AEW. So when we get to the news portion here, this is the part where we're gonna get kind of sad. But I got a lot of little news things to talk about. So be patient with me, folks. First, NBA talk.
The boys come.
TNT could rebrand Inside the NBA Studio Show to be a show covering all sports per Wall Street Journal. So maybe they'll find a way to get Shaq, Chuck, Kenny, and Ernie all covering some other sports. Could you imagine Chuck talking about like some soccer or something?
Charles wouldn't. I don't think he would even be awake for it. I think he would actually fall asleep in the middle of it.
Don't say that, player. Them covering boxing or something might be funny though.
Yeah, that I can see, but soccer, nah.
Maybe some hockey.
Oh yeah.
Come on now, you got to pass that puck. Shaq, now when you're the goalie,
yeah, you gotta shuffle your feet.
Hoops.
Hoops. Baby Shaq.
Yo,
let me holler at you.
Matt Lopez and let Charles cover some tennis. Please don't. I'm going down the list here of things. NXT is going to go head to head with Dynamite. Dynamite's going to be switching to a title Tuesday in October. I believe it's October 8th in Spokane, Washington. NXT announced show 1 is going to be in Chicago. So this is when NXT debuts on the CW, and then the next week they're going to be in St. Louis. So yeah, WWE's going to pull out all the stops, bro. Don't be surprised if that's a week where Undertaker's here, Cody's here, John Cena's going to be here.
But it's going to be all right, though.
It's fine. Let's see what both sides do. Title Tuesday. Let's see what they pull out. I don't know what matches they'll put on.
True.
Should be fun. And AEW's coming up on their 5-year anniversary for Dynamite soon, too. So I can't. Did it start in October? Right?
Did it?
Someone in the chat will remember. BJ or someone will remember that. When did Dynamite first begin? Let me know the date. Maybe it was September. It was either September or October, I feel like.
I want to say it was still relatively warm out when this happened.
Yes. Clown said NBA 2K need to go get him for mocap. Punk is Chicago. Yes. CM Punk will be at the Chicago show too. But anytime they go to Chicago, they call Punk up.
Oh yeah, you have to. It's a given.
Hashtag what draft? Hashtag what rankings? Same stuff I'm always gonna say. Get rid of this stuff. This one saddened me. I saw this this evening. Warner Brothers Discovery just revealed that its TV networks are worth $9.1 billion less than they originally thought. This means they've had a net loss of $10 billion in Q2 for 2024. What is going on, bro?
Like I said, sometimes mergers are not for the best. They are not for the best.
Let's talk network real quick before we get into these other two things. Let's just talk about this real quick, guys. Thank you. He said October 2nd was the date when they started. It was 10/2, which is the next show in Pittsburgh. I'm thinking of going. I heard the tickets are very reasonably priced, BJ. I saw that today. For the record, for anyone who wants to go. I know like B-Boy will go sometimes too,
right, to
those shows. If I lost 10 billion, my bloodline is over. Cloud said, chill. Me and BJ were talking about where do they go for networks. You don't have a lot of choices, bro, when it comes to these big networks that are going to pay you money.
You really don't.
WWE has taken 3 from you in 3 different platforms. You got Netflix.
Yes.
They're streaming. So Raw's going to Netflix streaming. Done. You're not going to Netflix. NBC Universal still has SmackDown. So you can count out anything owned by NBC Universal. Sci-Fi, USA, all that. El Kabong to that. Hey. Done. And CW, that's syndication. That's you. There's no way that you're going to get on any syndicated channels either. So that's gone. Who's got money now? Does Fox want to get into the wrestling game? They're leaving the wrestling game because they're like, nah, this ain't worth it. So
they knew it was time to bow out.
So now what? Also, you've got, could Disney want to get into the wrestling game with ESPN? Maybe, I don't know. That's you're gonna get bumped all the time for sports.
Right. I don't think it would be a good move for Disney. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. Someone mentioned Viacom, Paramount, but they're in trouble too financially. I heard they're in the same boat as WBD, and they're talking about combining resources. And here's the thing, and I was going to go on a quick miniature talk about this. We talk about being a kid. We watch Batman the Animated Series. This Batman show on Prime. Everybody needs to most definitely check it out. What's the official name of the series? Batman.
Oh God, hold on.
Don't mess this up, Derek. Come on, Derek.
Hold on.
Come on, Derek.
Hold
on. Don't do this. The Cape Crusader. That's what it was.
Cape Crusader.
It took me a second. My brain had to power up. Batman, the Cape Crusader. This is great, and this is me, literally, like watching this show. But they have those things that have value. But what's it going to mean? Are you selling it all to one person? Are you going to merge with Paramount and try to combine these things? Is that going to save the company? I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. They're suing the NBA right now as well. Yeah. Are they going to get paid? They're confident that they have a contract locked in. Amazon is like, what's happening to our deal? The NBA is telling Amazon they're safe. So to all this, someone's going to be doing. I don't know what else to tell someone with that. Like,
oh, man.
That's it. Disney and Fox is an L, especially if they make AEW PG, like not saying certain cuss words.
Yeah.
You want the money or you want the freedom? The new Batman Cape Crusader, I love it. Me too, Matt. I'm on episode 7, I believe. I got a couple more. Without the animated series, we don't get Harley Quinn. That's true.
That is very true.
That's true. Derek's more of a Clayface guy.
Hell no.
Don't lie to yourself.
Hell no.
Don't lie to yourself.
No, I'll take poison ivy for it.
See?
Maybe not.
Yeah, see? It's all right.
Ooh, you know what we should do, bro?
What?
We should have a Q&A. And somewhere like we would have a conversation about DC and Marvel.
No, we won't. I already know, because that turns into arguments.
That's good, healthy arguments.
We cannot have any of those arguments. I'm not dealing with any of that. None of it. I don't know. If you guys could think of somewhere else they could go. By the way, I want people to understand these like corporate umbrellas of channels. When someone's like, they should go to Tubi, that's owned by Fox. Right. They should go here, that's owned by Disney. They should go here, that's owned by so-and-so. Like someone even mentioned MTV, and I'm like, that's owned by Viacom, guys. That's the same thing. Nickelodeon, Viacom. All of these things are under the same thing. I love what they did with Clayface and Cape Crusader. Word up.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That
was a good episode.
That was a good episode.
Yeah, I just don't know, man. CBS.
It's tough.
I think is it CBS owned by Viacom? I just looked this up. Jesus. Hold on, bro.
I think CBS is owned by Viacom.
Hold on, let me confirm here. Because isn't that how you watch the football games? Is on Paramount for them?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Let me see. CBS is owned by Paramount Global. Nope. So that's Paramount as well. So it depends. Viacom owns CBS. Yeah. Chaos Comics all day with Evil Ernie. I don't know, man. Like, what's the best end game for them? Do you stick with what you know in WBD, and then if you sell them, okay, great. I got to deal with this guy now.
I think so. Sometimes it's
Tony deserves more money. I think he's put up already throughout the years of the 5 years. He showed what he could do.
Yeah, I think it would be that kind of situation where I'm gonna take a quote from Underworld, where Victor, the head vampire, like he was doing a deal with some of the local folks, and they didn't like the deal, and they called him a devil, and he said, better if I'm probably gonna say this wrong, better the devil that you may know, meaning basically
stick with what you know.
Yes, I may be screwing you, but I'm going to keep you safe.
Right.
And in this instant, it may be that situation.
Yeah. If they can wrap up ROH into a stick with WB, like I said, we don't know what's going to happen with the money. This is a situation that's going to have to be closely monitored. But hearing that you lost $10 billion with the B, that's not good at all.
Hard billion.
Yeah, way too much.
Yeah, way too much.
And last but not least, let's talk about AEW possibly losing the Lucha Bros.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Derek, you were the Lucha Bros fan out of us. Humongous. We met the Lucha Bros before AEW started even.
Right.
This sucks.
It does, but there is no real indication. Okay, never mind.
What?
I was gonna say like there's no real indication as to what is happening. Like it doesn't really say like are they going to WWE? Like is it a guarantee?
I don't know. I don't know if it is a guarantee. According to Wrestle Purist, there have been discussions internally about bringing the Lucha Bros into WWE. Those spoken to believe that the Lucha Bros want a package deal and they don't want to go to NXT. That's according to Fightful Select. And also, those who have spoken have said that AEW had wanted to re-sign the Lucha Bros, but in the process kept getting delayed by Penta and Rey Fenix. Over the past few weeks, it became evident to AEW that the duo weren't looking to re-sign. Capped off by an ominous Conan tweet saying what goes around comes around too. So it sounds like Conan might be the middleman for anything that could be happening. And listen, I know that's contract tampering, but I'm sure it happens on both sides.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But it's still kind of crappy that someone who you were helping do business with is contract tampering against you now because they're mad at you.
But you know what, man? F Conan, okay? F Conan. Like, what did you do throughout your whole career, bro? What did you do? You weren't a star in my eyes.
Wow.
He wasn't.
He was in the big era though. I mean, he was in the NWO.
Was he needed?
He was a middle guy for it, but
was he needed?
I think yes. Only because I think he helped bring in the cool factor. Like when you ask who was cool in the NWO, like I mean legitimately cool. Not no voodoo child, not him with the stash. I don't care if he was the champ.
Man, F Conan.
Hall was cool. Nash was cool. And sometimes, you know, you could disagree with those opinions too. Who did I say? Hall, Nash, Six, Conan. Those were the cool ones. No, I'm being serious. Like Conan brought hip hop into it a little bit.
He did, but okay.
Conan's loyal to his friends, bro. He's friends with Rey Mysterio. Like we know this.
But that's a dick move to do.
He meant wiener. Yes.
Like that's horrible, bro. Like, what do you get out of this? You think you're getting a paycheck? Because you're not.
Maybe he is. Maybe he wants a deal for AAA with WWE, similar to TNA and all them too. I'm just saying. They went from selling chiclets on the street of Mexico City. Let them get their bag. No, that's fine. That's fine. But Clown, it's the way that they're doing it. How basically someone said they're still under contract to AEW. So how is it happening? Jesus says WWE continues tampering AEW talent. Jesus, let me flip it the other way though. I think it happened with Jeff Hardy.
Oh yeah, I definitely think it happened with Jeff Hardy. My thing is okay if they go ahead and get your money. Do what you're gonna do, but don't come crying back and speaking out if WWE does not do what you want them to do for you like they promised.
Jesus said Conan will pay for his crimes. You gotta chill, Jesus. Gotta chill. K-Dog being mischievous. Where is Hubs with the NWOB team theme? Bryan Adams. New world order. Pretty petty AF. Matt Lopez says this will bite Lucha Bros if they are talking with WWE or Conan. Talking to them, TK could sue for contract tampering.
He can, but then again, this goes back to Jeff Hardy too.
Absolutely. I don't think Tony's going to start messing with Suin with this because they might get him too.
Right.
It goes both ways, folks. Door swings both ways. Lucha Bros go to WWE, getting stuck in a program with Karrion Kross or AOP, or have fun joining the LWO. I hope they don't do that with them. They're better than that too. Like if you're going to WWE, your tag division needs to be revitalized. And if they're getting Motor City Machine Guns, that's two great teams there.
Yes.
But are you going to use them? Are you going to help the Street Profits?
That is the bigger question. Is that going to what is the benefit of getting both of these two teams, and hopefully that this works? But you don't know if it is. You don't know if it is because WWE is great at taming people.
Yeah. I don't know. And there's not going to be the Canadian Destroyers, no package pile drivers. All that stuff is gone.
So they got to revamp their.
Well, maybe he lets them do it if he feels they can do it safely. But you got to be careful with all that stuff. They're not going to let them do that stuff every night.
No,
you can't, because then everyone else will want to do it.
Exactly. And that's the problem with WWE. They tame everything.
That's their style, man.
And I get it. That's perfectly fine. But know yourself and what you do. And if that's what you do and you go to a company that is going to tell you, hey, you have to dumb that down, is that really the best move for you?
Clown says Edge/Adam Copeland famously never opened a WWE email with a new contract while talking to AEW. Yeah, maybe. A lot can happen with this. But now that's WWE picking up two big free agents, Motor City Machine Guns, Lucha Bros. I ask what happens to some of these other people. Be prepared for cut list in WWE. I worry about some people that I like over there because I'm wondering what's going to happen because there ain't no way Dragon Lee's not getting anything out of this deal. Like what? He's been not used that much, and I'm just worried. Like, why did you guys want him? Right. This guy could be. I thought he was going to be the next Mysterio for them, but it doesn't look like it's going that way. They still got Rey Mysterio there, and they're riding out with it. Lucha Bros would be an exciting team, though. Like I said, that would get me to want to watch more. Less complaining about it. Motor City Machine Guns will get me to watch more. So good on them. Tony needs to probably revitalize his tag division. And if the Lucha Bros are gone, you need to go. I want you to look right now to your blood who's been there for a while. Private Party. Look at, I'm trying to think of any other tag teams that aren't the Infantry. Bennett and Matt Taven. Yep. Like, give these other guys shots then. Let them try to do something for you.
Yes. You have to. You have to figure out a plan now because allegedly, one of your top tag team is leaving. Allegedly. So if that is the case, we need to revamp right now.
Yeah.
And I would say this for WWE too. If your top tag team is leaving, you need to revamp. Oh my God, revamp what is going on. You know what I mean?
I got you, bro. I got you. Clown says the Righteous. You got the Guns, Butcher and Blade. I've been advocating for them a while.
Chance. Like, dude,
I'm just saying, give them that elevation. They need it now.
If they're leaving, give them that chance.
BJ says I'm worried about the New Day with the introduction of Odyssey this week. I think you could either christen Odyssey as the new guy, or I think you could even lead to a split, but the split's not a real split. You have them have a difference of opinions, and they're like, no, we're still bros. But then when it's time for New Day to come back together, they do, and then it's like it's all love again.
Right.
Because that's the purpose of New Day. It is Black unity. I'm tired of telling people this and explaining this.
Yeah.
That is the purpose of why New Day will never break up, because that's not what you're supposed to do to your bros. Right. That's what New Day is. But you could do bros have arguments and get into it. And maybe Odyssey takes the place of Big E. Put the brother over there. Put him with him.
I mean,
he felt good in the backstage promo after.
Yeah, I mean, it would only be fitting because that has to be a group, not a tag team. New Day has to be a group.
I'll say this. If you ask me who's got the best tag teams right now, it's probably Ring of Honor or TNA. WWE, AEW, get your tag team stuff together.
Yes.
Because you got good teams. It's just how you're using them and how you're placing it.
Stop WWE, stop recycling the same matches with your teams. Do something different, please.
Yeah, and I'll say this: Lucha Bros will be missed by AEW fans, like at least the
absolutely.
real ones. And I would like to see them back one day, but we'll see what happens with it, man. Times change, things happen.
Right.
5 years ago, I never thought WWE would be in the position they're in. They're selling out every night. People are saying better than the Attitude Era. They're making all this crazy money. Now AEW's like in the struggle position. It's crazy. But they're also on their way to getting a TV deal. People are going to have egg on their faces if they sign that TV deal with WBD and they're getting millions of dollars every year more than they thought they would.
Right.
I thought they were dying, man. You know what I mean? So we're going to have to wait and see what happens with all of this stuff. That's the best way to put it. But but under the Triple H regime, otherwise I'd have no worries. This is true as well. I get people being cautious about this, especially when the tag teams don't really get too many matches on the pay-per-views and stuff.
Right.
So let's get ready to get on up out of here. Leave us some comments down below. We appreciate all of you. For myself and the man they call Derek, we are out for this episode of Everything Pro Wrestling. We will catch you all on the next one.